Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your June the 4th just for today in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. So, welcome to the podcast, and thank you to all of the subscribers. And again, if you'd like to leave a comment down below, feel free to do so. As soon as I see it, I promise I will respond to you directly. Also, if I haven't, and it's been over 24 hours, please pardon me. It's not intentional. Okay. The title of the meditation is Build, Don't Destroy. Our negative sense of self has been replaced by a positive concern for others. That's taken from the basic text, page 16. Spreading gossip feeds a dark hunger in us. Sometimes we think the only way we can feel good about ourselves is to make someone else look bad by comparison. But the kind of self-esteem that can be purchased at another's expense is hollow and not worth the price. How then do we deal with our negative sense of self? Simple. We replace it with a positive concern for others. Rather than dwell on our low self-esteem, we turn to those around us and seek to be of service to them. This may seem to be a way of avoiding the issue, but it's not. There's nothing we can do by dwelling on our low sense of self except work ourselves into a stew of self-pity. But by replacing our self-pity with active, loving concern for others, we become the kind of people we can respect. The way to build our self-esteem is not to tear others down, but to build them up through love and positive concern. To help us with this, we can ask ourselves if we are contributing to the problem or to the solution. Today, we can choose to build instead of destroy. Now that comes, the bottom part says, just for today, though I may be feeling low, I don't need to tear someone down to build myself up. Today, I will replace my negative sense of self with a positive concern for others. I will build, not destroy. And again, they're quoting, our negative sense of self has been replaced by a positive concern for others from the basic text, page 16. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Build, don't destroy. I like this. When I think about my self-esteem when I came to the program, I can say that I had all of these airs that to an onlooker would appear that I was confident, right? That my self-esteem was what we all wanted to be, healthy. But my self-esteem was not healthy. And a lot of the things that I did was to draw attention away from it. So if I wore my hair just right, put my clothes on just right, put the makeup just right, wore the right type of shoes, drove the right type of car, lived in the right house, said the right things, even though I may not have believed them, that would throw the person I was interacting with or onlookers off from what was really going on the inside. Now, I believe everyone at some point in time can relate to the fact of enjoying a good piece of juicy gossip. And sometimes it's so second nature to gossip. It's so second nature to have conversations about other people when they're nowhere around that we don't even think about it as gossiping. And gossiping does have the word gossiping has the connotation of meanness, tearing someone down, it, it being true, but really not of anyone's personal business. It's not the person that we're talking to has no personal interest in what's going on. We're just running our mouths, talking about someone else, and trying to, I believe, make ourselves look better or feel better. Have you ever been with a group of people having a conversation and it seems like everyone is involved in the conversation? And then one brave soul speaks up and just say, I'm not comfortable with this. I feel like we're gossiping. If she was here, that'd be different. But have any of you said any of this to her or him, or is this just your thoughts and your venting about something that you need to handle with the person directly? People can easily pull you into their mess. And it never seems to fail. The person that is being gossiped about, there's always a leak. There's always a leak. I guarantee you, sometimes I feel it's spiritually orchestrated. There is always a leak. The person being talked about finds out about it. And the first thing is I do, who was all there? No one stood up for me. No one said anything. You didn't. You just came and brought me the information. But you didn't stand up and tell them that how wrong that was, right? They told me a dog that will carry one will take one. And so the person that's gossiping with you is the very same person you need to be careful about talking to, because they will gossip about you. Well, it always starts like that. Well, okay. And why are we having this conversation again? Because I don't think it has anything to do with me. I'm pretty daggone sure it doesn't have anything to do with you. And I'm pretty daggone sure that you haven't voiced this to the person. Huh. Right? But how do you change it? How do you change it? It's just like anything else. One is too many and 1,000 is never enough. If I want to change my gossiping tendency, I start asking for help. God, I don't know what this is, but I need you to take this away from me. This is a shortcoming that I don't need. I don't need this drama. I don't need this feeling of ickiness every day when I come away from this atmosphere or that group of people or this group of people. I don't need that. I just want to be free. But it never fails. I find myself in a conversation I'm not comfortable with and it feels icky. God, I need help to recognize it before it even gets started. I need help. So changing it, first of all, comes with asking for help. Being mindful of what comes out of your mouth, but also being mindful of what is coming out of other people's mouths. And then there's this third suggestion. Start helping other people. Start intentionally focusing on other people. And I would say, especially the people that are in your immediate circle, the people you live with. And then I would say the people that you find yourself dogging, talking about, gossiping about, start reaching out to them in a positive way. Start setting the example of what it looks like to be selfless and generous and kind, and a person of goodwill looking to serve others. There's this one lady, she used to be an executive director of, I would say, like a pooling company. It's an agency, a 501c3, and all of the churches around make donations to this one particular, they make it to other places, but this one particular pool, because they trust the system that they developed to be able to help folks in the community. And she and I were having a conversation, and we hadn't seen each other since our beginning days. I mean, I can't even say how long ago it was. It was many moons ago. And maybe like 23 years ago or so, 23, 24 years ago, when we both first started. And here we are all these years later having a conversation. And I can remember her new position of being the executive director. And I said, girl, give me one of them business cards. She handed me one of those beautiful business cards. You got to learn how to celebrate people too, right? So she handed me one of those business cards, and I looked at it. And you know what? It didn't even say executive director. It said executive servant. Can you imagine having a title and not needing it? Oh, come on. Having a title of influence, right? And not needing to use it, not needing to remind people of your title, not needing to remind people of all the letters behind your name, not needing to flex your executive muscle with people. Oh, you must not know who I am. You have no understanding. Do you not know who I am? You don't know my name? Well, when I get done with you, you will know. Funny, right? I mean, I haven't ever heard anyone say that, but I am imagining that that has happened. I haven't had anyone say it to me, right? So, but can you imagine having a title and not needing to use it? That your hard work, that your commitment, your level of service to the community, that these are the things, these are the spiritual virtues that go before you and make a pathway for you. When you enter the room, there's nothing to introduce because everyone is aware of your spirit of goodwill. They know that about you already. That you would dare to have a business card and put executive servant because you don't see being a servant, serving others. You don't see that as something that's lame or for someone on the low on the totem pole. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I don't get paid to do that. You that's not who you are. That's what I'm aiming for. That is what I'm aiming for today, is to build and not destroy. To, as Dr. Rice once said, he said, giants stand on the backs of other giants. So my ceiling is someone else's floor. Make sure you take that away today from this meditation. Giants stand on the back of other giants. So when I am bowed down and I am humble, right? Bowed down in the sense of being humble about my achievements, I don't have a problem mentoring other people or serving other people or allowing other people to take my hand and step up on my back and go up to the next level so that my ceiling, my highest level of achievement, allows other people to step on that as their floor because they will go much higher, right? What's wrong with that? or giants stand on the shoulders of other giants. However you want to put it, what is wrong with just being able to be of service to people and make their life great? Help other people to achieve their goals as a way of dealing with my own issues in self-esteem, my own confidence, to become more of the individual that I personally respect. I love this meditation. I hope that you do too. Today, I want you to commit to replace your negative sense of self with a positive concern for others. Make a commitment to build and not destroy. Make a commitment when other people are gossiping and you know they are gossiping, don't take the bite. Be the person in the conversation, even though there's a lot of peer pressure to join. Be the person in the conversation that says, I'm not even comfortable with this discussion. Like, they're not even here. They can't defend themselves. I thought you guys were so-and-so's friend. You know what? I got other things to do. Talk to you guys later. And they'll be mad for a second, but I guarantee you they won't gossip around you anymore. Yeah, they won't gossip around you anymore. Once you set that straight, they won't do that again. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. And I will be talking to you tomorrow. In the meantime, have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to.